right, welcome back. So the heavy lifting is done. We've just got to kind of dot the I's and cross the T's. If you wanted to, you could do an ng lint. Given that this app is pretty small, I'm just going to not do the ng lint. After you fix all those, you can do a Firebase init. If you want to fix the linting errors, by all means, fix the linting errors. I'm going to do hosting. I'm going to pick which app I want to use for hosting. I'm going to go with image uploads, and I'm going to use the disk directory, rewrite to a single page app, you bet. And then I'm going to do a Firebase deploy. Oh, I got to do an ng build first. Let's go with ng build for -prod. Now, you can ignore the ng linting errors, but if ng prod gives you an error, you have to actually fix that. While it's building that, I suppose I could check this in. So this is my Firebase init changes. And then come back over here. Maybe it's done. They're just finished up. Firebase deploy right now. Looks like I need to update my Firebase tools, but I'm not too worried about that. Maybe I'll remember to run that after this finishes. As soon as this is done, we'll be able to try it out. This app was pretty short, but it is the last skill that you need for your rather large lab, right? So if you go try out your deployed version, you should have your featured photos and your photo list. The deployed and the local host are sharing data. So if I change a file on my local host, I don't know, I'll just pick out a random picture instead of mine. You can see that it'll finish there, and then it'll also change on deployed as well. Likewise, if I add another photo to the end of my list, I'll add the green screen photo to the end of my list, it's going to pop up on my deployed version, and then it's also going to pop up on my local host as well. Cool, so that looks pretty good. If you're taking this class for credit, take that URL and submit it. And at this point, what we've done is we've taught you all the skills you need for your PhotoBucket auth lab. So PhotoBucket auth, you've got 2 versions of sign-in you've got to implement. You've been working on those as you go. And then once you're signed in, it'll show you all photos. It'll also show you my photos, which are skills you've learned previously. If you click on a photo, it'll show you a zoom in of that photo, which is a skill you've learned previously. If you're in My Photos, you can edit and you can delete. The thing that's new that we just taught you is upload an image. So now what you should be able to do is through either edit or add, you should be able to click on plus. You should be able to say upload image. Let's say I upload this one that's kind of like Keegan in front of a green screen. It'll upload it. You notice how I did kind of like a little spinner thing there? I want you to figure out how to do that. Did I teach you how to do that? Not really. But the spinner basically goes from when you've selected the file, and it just is a spinner, and then as soon as that upload task comes back, then you replace it with something different. So I'm either showing this or upload image button, or I'm showing a spinner, depending on my state. So I'm going to call this green screen. And so now you can see there I've uploaded green screen. I also want you to be able to edit things. So if I click on edit this guy, I can edit him, and I can edit him by uploading a completely different picture. And then while I'm editing, you'll notice that it's spinning here. And so this is a Keegan class. And as soon as I hit save here, you can see that it edited that one. Really, the only difference, delete and then re-upload, is pretty similar to edit. But you can see that, that those things happen. So that I've got green screen added and Keegan class added. All right, you should have all the skills that you've got, that you're going to get for the lab. And you should now know how to do image upload, which is kind of cool. All right, that's the end of this unit. We will see you next time. Bye.